This poem's called The Person You Love is 72.8% Water. I was born onto the living room floor of my parents' apartment. I know what you're thinking, and yes, they had white carpets. The first thing I ever did was ruin something, and I wasn't even breathing yet. A black and blue silence filled the room. The cord wrapped around my neck like a noose. Like, you want this life? Come and get it. This world welcomed me with a challenge. I was born with closed eyes and lungs full of water. And I don't want to die the same. I want opened eyes and air to breathe. I want to see that train coming. I want to welcome it with a challenge. Like, you want me? Come and get me. I'm not afraid anymore.
Yeah.
Life is funny like that in retrospect. We spend every waking moment just trying to accept something as the truth, trying to believe in something with our whole heart. But we all have trust issues, you know. Maybe it wasn't your daddy that broke yours, but your gut. Maybe your life isn't a hurricane, but you're stuck. I just want to know that when I die, something will remain. Whether it's a garden growing from my pores or a bloody fist breaking down the doors, we are terrified of being forgotten. Absence scares us to death, and we are full of holes. A teacher once told me that the electrical fields surrounding atoms will never allow them to actually touch each other, so we will never be able to actually touch each other. And God damn it, I just want to feel you, your skin, soft as a secret, and I am hard as the hand that cupped it. A book once told me, the person you love is 72.8% water, honey. You are full of oceans. I am a big blue whale, I want to get lost in you. But sometimes you pass me by so quickly I forget how to breathe. My grandfather tells me we are each full of angels and devils. He hasn't lost his accent after half a century in this country. And all I can think of is Rick Santorum saying, "This is America. We are a melting pot, not a salad bowl." My grandfather survived his childhood eating snow and leaves, sleeping in the mountains on the coldest winter on record, simply because he wanted to speak in his mother's tongue and worship his father's God and kiss the corners of books when they fell on the ground. My grandmother has hands that could calm any storm. Their faces are full of ghosts that I will never know. And my ancestors might have been liars and thieves. Some were cowards and others were victims. There are centuries of suffering in my blood. Maybe there are centuries of anger in yours, but we are not bound by our histories. I can see it all erased in the way he looks into her eyes and holds those hands like sunshine, rippling through the thunder like the first light after the darkest night. Love will always overcome hate. Love will always come. Love, always. The first time I saw you, my heart jumped like a baby sparrow falling out of the nest, wings flapping helplessly. It set a trend of tree climbs and free falls for years to come. Yeah, we've all got our addictions. In the summertime, we jump off of bridges into the river. Our hearts are caged birds. It's the only chance they have to fly. You have to learn how to fall so you can learn how to get back up again. Some of my friends have moved on. Others haven't moved at all. Some of my friends have given up. Others have never given up anything. We're all stuck in our ways, muddy soles and boots from the many paths we have traveled. And I remember every barefoot summer, grass-stained night, every barren moon, how her edges bled together, looking through an empty bottle of Jack. Your breath was hot on my skin like metal, dripping with sin. I remember every bloody footprint, tired-eyed morning, our bodies still steaming, your body still as the river never is. You're full of oceans. I am falling for you like rain. Our hearts are melting in our chests. This could be a hurricane. We could be swept away in the currents of a love uncharted, spun circles in whirlpools, cast out by waterfalls, hit the ground and scatter. Slow as the winter night, swift as the wild downpour. We could be swept away in the flood, drenched with silence. This debris could tear you apart. This is the ship we chose to sail. At the mercy of the churning sea, we will go swimming in the milky moonlight, skin glistening with stars, and remember, the softest water can carve out the hardest of stones.